I just got done with a walk outside. I've been taking a lot of those lately, and they seem to be helping me clear my mind and kind of definitely recalibrate. I often feel like my thoughts are very unbalanced recently because of the stress that I'm going through. This isn't supposed to be a sad video. This is just supposed to be an expression of my life as of recent. I got these blue light glasses and I really like them, but these ones remind me of the glasses that my dad wore. I don't know who my dad is right now. Like, he's been out of my life for a really long time, so I don't know how I feel about them. But I got these other ones. They're from the brand. I'm not a sponsor or anything, but kind of seems like it. Sohos? Sohos? I think it's Sohos. I actually have recognized a difference in the way that I feel when I stare at my phone while wearing them, because they somehow negate the effects of the blue light. Basically, it's like a blue light filter, but in glasses form. I kind of like the way that these look better, but they're very blunt. Like, they kind of like cancel out my eyebrows too. And I feel like they're a little crooked, but there's that. I did nothing with my face today, so please excuse that. I should probably take these off because there's a glare, but I just wanted to pop in and say that life is hard. Life is so hard for everybody, and sucks to realize that the hard way. I don't know what to do about it. Like, I want to say that there's a solution, but really the only options are to fuel your soul in times of despair, rather than fueling your physical addictions. So what I mean by that is we all experience some form of physical attachment to things that, for example, taste good or feel good or sound good or somehow validate the ego. The ego, I have been recently learning, is a protective mechanism that we have as part of our nature. Everybody has one, and it basically is there to warn you against taking steps of action that could potentially be disruptive for your flow in life. For example, when you feel embarrassed, it is because your ego is telling you that you shouldn't or should not have done something that has put your reputation on stake, because I guess your reputation is important to your ego. I'm really kind of confused still about like how to explain it, but that's what I've learned basically about the ego. And then, so your soul is everything. What feeds your soul are things that initially seem hard to start or begin, but eventually create a healthier lifestyle. For example, art is very hard to initiate because in the beginning you suck, and when you see your very slow progress, it's very it's discouraging. But once you have gotten to the stage And this is a very like intense example, but I'm just like giving an example of one in my life, but there are multiple examples. Like exercise fuels your soul. It also fuels your physical body, but that is a reflection of what is happening in your soul, because exercise is a way to strengthen your mind, first and foremost. And with that comes physical advantages like muscles and being swole and all of those things. Yoga, for me, is a more artistic form of exercise, and it fuels my artistic side as well as my mental and emotional side. And it also is reflected in the condition of my body. I guess what I'm trying to say is that when you're stressed out, the reason why so many people go to exercise and meditation and stuff like that is because I think maybe stress is something that comes from the ego telling you that you're unsafe because of external circumstances. Really, when we focus inward and we control the things that we can control, such as what we do with our time, and we do things that do fuel our soul, it teaches the ego that there's no need to be stressed because you have control and you have a center that you can always go back to in those moments. And it's hard when you work a lot because working in a stressful environment takes you out of your center. Having to deal with that continuously is very hard on your soul. So I think that's why I've been struggling so much lately, is because I work so much and I need now more than ever time to focus on myself, and that's just not happening. Like I think it's definitely a hindrance on my healing. I'm also sick, so that does not help either. But I think I'm gonna do some art now. I just got back from a walk and I feel a little more clear. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to share that with you because I truly think that connection is an essential part of humanity, and these videos are a way for me to connect with people who need to be connected to and who need to hear the insights that I have discovered based off of my experiences. So with that being said, I'm gonna do some art now, and yeah, I hope that you have a really good day. If you are stressed out because you are going through a breakup or you are going through a loss of a loved one, I am so sorry. I truly, like, that shit's tough. I feel for you, and I really, really encourage you to take as much time as you need to find your center and to breathe in your center and absorb balance and whatever that means to you. For me, it means going out into nature and recalibrating and then coming home and creating something based off of that balance. And I love you. Life is hard, but this too shall pass. And it always does.